friends, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today I've got another interview from another one of my quilting friends and some advents to open for you, so let's get started. Well, good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I haven't lost track anymore. As you can see, I've got another one of my good quilting friends here with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself here in a second, but I'm doing these to hopefully get you all introduced to some of my friends because I keep mentioning their names on my channel and I've had some people go, who? So I thought this would be a good opportunity for you guys to get a quick peek at them and then head on over to their channel and subscribe. Okay, so my very first question for you is what is your name and where are you located?
Okay, well, my name is Stephen. I am in Ontario, Canada, just outside of Toronto. And you probably have seen me. And if you haven't, why? I am the Idiot Quilter. And it's very apparent when you see my videos why I call myself the Idiot Quilter. But yeah, I'm here and I'm really happy to be on here with Stephanie because I consider Stephanie a really good friend. And we have met
We
like
have.
person too at the
Yes.
Halifax Quilt Show in the spring, the Canadian Quilt Show. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Well, one of my questions was, what does your channel name mean? But it's kind of almost obvious with you, but let's dissect the bland designs part. What does that come from?
Okay, yeah. If you go and you do a search for me on YouTube, if you put in the Idiot Quilter, I will come up. But if you put in Bland Designs, it'll come up as well. I've been on YouTube since 2012 doing videos. Actually, I was on it earlier than that, but I wasn't doing videos. When I retired from high school teaching, I was an English teacher for 31 years. I decided I would explore the wonderful world of YouTube. But at that time, I was a crafter. I was a scrapbooker, a paper crafter, an art journalist, all that kind of stuff. And that's what all my early videos were about. And I called myself Bland Designs because it's a play on my last name. My last name is Bland. And you know what bland means, right? Monotone, boring, flat. Although, unless you take it from the Anglo-Saxon, I was an English teacher, remember, Anglo-Saxon bland actually meant windy and stormy. I
Oh,
prefer that.
wow.
Yep, I prefer that meaning. How it
I
went
was
the
going to
other
say, I
way,
think that fits you better.
yeah, yeah. But
You are
so,
nothing. You are definitely not bland.
no, well, thank you. But so from there, I did that for many years, and then I discovered the wonderful world of quilting. Long story short, I don't do paper crafting anymore. I did that. I'm done. I'm now a quilter. And I made a lot of mistakes at the beginning. I still do. Oh, I still make lots of mistakes. But the problem was I was watching YouTube videos, right? As we do when we first get into something to learn everything
Yeah.
there is to learn about it.
Yeah.
And um, I just didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I was making mistakes, but I didn't see any videos showing the mistakes I was making.
Yeah.
Everybody's was perfect. So I decided I'm going to show people what's real. And that's why it's called the Idiot Quilter, because I make idiot mistakes. Also, because my husband, Walter, every time I make a mistake, he'd go, well, you're an idiot. That's where it came from. So it is called Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter because I changed the name of my channel, but I still want the bland part. And that's how the two got blended.
So if you hear us calling him the idiot quilter, we're not insulting him. That's his name.
Call myself. You can see it behind me on my banners, the Idiot
Yeah.
Quilter.
So what got you interested in the first place starting a YouTube video or YouTube channel, I should say?
Well, okay, so I was used to being up in front of high school kids every day of my life for 31 years, pretty much. They always say as teachers, you're 25% educator, you're 75% entertainer. And although I do consider myself to a certain degree an introvert, when I'm in front of a classroom, I go into the persona of teacher and I love being in front of a class. I love working with the kids. I love teaching, and it is a performance. You plan it out, you kind of script it out in your head. You got to keep teenagers having the attention span of an artichoke, basically, like boom, they're off somewhere else. So you have to keep them entertained. I missed that. When I retired, I missed that. And so I was watching YouTube videos. I saw people on there doing vlogs at the time talking about what they were doing, what their plans were, stuff like that. And I thought, well, it's a different kind of audience. Let's play with that. And that's how I got started. In fact, a week ago or so, I went back to my very first video and I just about wanted to throw up.
I was going to say, you're brave. I don't like my first video. I can't even
Oh,
look at
neither
it.
do I. I'm thinking, oh my God, no wonder I didn't have
Yeah.
many views. But
Oh, well, we
I,
all have to start somewhere though, right?
yep. But
Yeah.
that's how I really got started. And now it's sort of like, I've met a lot of nice people on here. Stephanie's one of them. And plus, I just enjoy making the videos and sharing my trials, my tribulations, and my triumphs with other people on there. So I guess I'm more of an extrovert than an introvert.
I think you're kind of mixed.
Oh, I'm
So
mixed in many
speaking of
ways.
sharing, what is your like primary focus in quilting? Like, what do you like to share with your viewers? Like the technique, like FPP, traditional, applique. I know you kind of do lots of things, but what is your favorite one to share?
My favorite thing to share is whatever the current project is at the time, kind of a deal. And I like to think out loud. I'm looking at a pattern and going, what the heck is this? How do I do that? Or while I'm working with it, I'm infamous for telling people you should always read a pattern all the way through, and then I don't. I'm an impatient quilter kind of a thing. But what I really want to share with people is to show them how much fun this is, how much of an inspiration it is, how it taps into your creative mind, and how that brings you a lot of joy. And you know, I especially like to appeal to people who are retired, because it's very easy when you're retired to lay on a couch, watch TV all day, and wait for death. I hate to
Yeah,
say that, but that's what it's like.
yeah.
I saw that with my parents, and I'm determined that that's not happening to me. I want to keep going. And so that's all part of the YouTube channel. That's all part of my philosophy. So when you come to my channel, what you're going to see is me talking about new products I have bought. You'll hear me bitching about why some stupid pattern didn't work out. And I always seem to find the ones that don't. You will hear me talking about other people's YouTube channels and about what my friends are doing as well on YouTube. And yeah, it is a mishmash of all kinds of things. My style of quilting, I lean towards traditional, but I'm not afraid to take the traditional and bend it. And sometimes I do that because I made a mistake and I got to make it work. But yeah, I like to experiment,
Yes.
I don't want to do the same old all the time because I get bored very easily.
Yeah. Well, I love that about you because you're always doing something and like, oh, let me try this, let me try that. You're much braver than I am. I think that's really cool that you experiment.
Well, I may not be braver. I'm just more of an idiot. That's all. That's part of being an idiot. What the hell?
You're
I
so
don't know what to
funny.
do.
So do you want to give the viewers a quick idea of what your channel is like? Like, do you have a scheduled live regularly? Do you have a vlog regularly? Maybe about the sew days that you do, things like that.
Okay. This is a full-time job, it seems. I sometimes wonder how I have time to quilt because I produce 4 videos a week. On Mondays, I have one that's a vlog. It isn't so much geared towards quilting as it's more geared to general things. I also do 3D printing. And so I have a section on there about what I'm working on with my 3D printer. If it's you plug it in, if it's a gadget, I love it. I'm all about machines and gadgets. That's what appeals to me about quilting. I love sewing machines and embroidery machines. So on Mondays, you will hear that. And there's one section that I still do. I almost got rid of it, but people seem to like it. And it's called What's Pissing Me Off. And that's where I basically do my old man rant about in my
Your
day,
old man rant.
Sonny, kind of thing.
Love it.
Uh, on Tuesdays, I put up the Idiot Quilter. The Idiot Quilter, there is a little overlap to the vlog, but it's much more detailed about the projects I'm working on, future patterns and things, YouTube video of the week. I also feature people's quilts. You can send me a picture of a quilt you've done and tell me in 50 words or less a little bit about it, and I will feature that during my Idiot Quilter vlog as well. And as Stephanie said, that's also usually when I announce when I'm going to have what I call a pop-up sew day. Pop-up sew days usually happen on a Saturday, and you never know when they're going to happen because I give you only maybe a couple of days notice because it depends on my schedule. And that's basically a Zoom. It is not on YouTube. It's not a YouTube live. It is a Zoom. There's a link for it. And anybody's welcome to be there and to spend the day with me just working on whatever you're working. And we always have conversation. We always get great inspiration from other people. People are showing, there's the enablers who, have you seen this? They have a little contest. How much money can we get Stephen to spend on a pop-up sew day? And it usually works quite well. And many of those people have become friends with me and with each other as well. It's very social. I also do a men's sewing day, which is something new, the first Sunday of every month. And we've had 2 of those so far. Next one will be in January. I also do Sewing with Stephanie and Stephen every Wednesday. We started that one out as only going to be an hour and a half kind of thing. It's now a full day. And all are welcome to that. And there's always a link for that in my show notes and probably in Stephanie's as well. So you all are welcome to come to that. On Fridays, Walter is my husband. He is a sewer as well, but he doesn't quilt. He doesn't like quilting. He likes making garments. So he makes a lot of shirts and you'll see them on a lot of our videos. This is not one of them. He specializes in short sleeve because apparently long sleeves are a bit trickier. But we'll get together and we usually talk about something related to quilting in the sewing world. It's a little different. We may show some of our things, but mainly we go off and talk about, like we've talked about AI in quilting. We've talked about new machines. We're Janome boys. So, new machines that Janome's had out, and we will bitch and complain about different things for it all. So it is not for the faint of heart, believe me, because we tend to be very opinionated. And Walter, people love Walter. He has his own fan club. So you'll get it if you see it. On Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m., we have Stephen and Walter live, and that's a free-for-all. We talk about everything under the sun, and we usually base it upon what people are talking about in the chat as we're doing it. And we'll go off on all kinds of crazy tangents. We can probably upset some people because, we might say something. We're not nicey nice. All right. We don't intend to hurt people's feelings. We don't do that on purpose. But, everybody has an opinion about something. So you never know what we're going to talk about. So that's on Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, I got a lot of irons in the fire. And, I also don't edit. It'll be apparent when you watch any of my videos, mainly because that eats up too much time. I don't like it. No, I'm not doing an editing. If I stumble over my tongue, and I do, or if I get something out of sequence, I have a little chart of like what I want to do on each video, but there's no script. It's unscripted. It's just me raw. There you go with it. So that's what my stuff is there. And I hope you're entertained and learn something from it. Again, 75% entertainer, 25% educator.
I like that. That's really good. 75% entertainment. Yeah, that's good. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to get this up on my channel and let all these people, hopefully some new people, find you and reach you. Head on over to Stephen's channel. It's linked down in the description box below. And go over there and subscribe to him. He's got, like you heard him say, a whole variety of things. So if you aren't into quilting or you're into different things or 3D printing or growing things under lights, he's got all kinds of things on his channel. Good variety. So go check him out, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help us out. And thanks again, Stephen, for being here. And we'll see you guys hopefully later today at the sew day. So see you at 9.
Okay, thanks, Stephanie.
Yes.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that interview with my good friend Stephen Bland of Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter. Don't forget to head on over and subscribe to him. He's got some amazing videos. He's got a lot of them. So there's a lot of content there for you. And I hope that later today you will join us at the sew day. You can pop in, come in whenever time you're available, if you're available. It's free. It's not live here on YouTube. It's private. And the link is in the description box below for both his channel and the Zoom sew day. And we do that every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we'd love to have you there. All right, so now I'm going to open my advents. And I've got my cotton cuts and my sunny path. I'm going to go ahead and open the cotton cuts. Day 6. Oh, I got a card today. My friend Russ has been opening cotton cuts, and there's been these little cards, and I think I got one so far, but I finally got a second one. I think they're supposed to be every day, but I think I'm missing a few, but that's all right. This card says, "It always seems impossible until it is done." True. All right, so the fabric today, the batik, is this pretty blue. It's got a little bit of orange in it. Very modern-ish. I do really like this. It's really pretty. All right, so that was the batik for today. And then, and I keep forgetting to bring all the fabrics over to show you guys them all so far. So I'm gonna have to make sure I do that by the end of this week. And then I have Sunny Path Fabrics Advent. And today it doesn't feel like fabric. It feels like there's some sort of notion in here. So I love their bags. They're so cute. The polka dots. Okay. Oh, okay. It's pins. It is bird pins. There's 60 pins in here. And these are from Riley Blake Designs. And they're really pretty blue. And they come in the little house. So like birds in their birdhouse. So I'll have to take these out and see how thick they are. But they're really cute. They have little, you probably can't see them through the, you know what, I'll just take them out. I was going to say, probably can't see them through the packaging. So they have little birds on the ends of the pins. They're really cute. And it definitely looks like a birdhouse. You can see like the little hole like where they would go in the birdhouse. All right, let me grab one of these. All right, there's a little bird. Hopefully you guys can see that. Bring it closer. Really cute. All right, so that's the notion today, or that's a notion from Sunny Path Fabrics. So no fabric today, just the notion, but that's okay. That's part of their thing, is they give you some fabric, some notion, patterns. I like that. It likes a little bit of variety, a little bit of everything. All right, well, that's all I've got for today. Like I said, don't forget to come on over to our sew day if you're so inclined. We'd love to have you. We just sew, we chat. Sometimes we don't even chat. We just all sit there and sew, and we're quiet for an hour until we get a project done, and then we show it. So, but it's a great place to come together and get some projects done, because it definitely encourages you to sit there and work on your own things and finish them. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7. Bye.